For Jimmy Carter, day 444 begins just as the last 2 days have begun. Without sleep, exhausted, For Jimmy Carter, day 444 begins just as the last 2 days have begun. Without sleep, exhausted, surrounded by aides, desperately trying to salvage this symbolic victory for his administration. For Jimmy Carter, day 444 begins just as the last 2 days have begun. For Jimmy Carter, day 444 begins just as the last 2 days have begun. Without sleep, exhausted, surrounded by aides in the Oval Office, President Carter is desperately trying to salvage this symbolic victory for his administration, to free the 52 American hostages before Ronald Reagan takes the oath of office at noon. The first good news comes at 3:17 a.m. The Iranians have accepted the plan to transfer some $8 billion in Iranian assets frozen in U.S. banks to Iran via a bank in London. While the money is Iranian, it is nevertheless a form of ransom. The plan is mobilized. 6:47 a.m. Treasury Secretary William Miller calls. The electronic transfer of funds from U.S. banks to London is complete.
Right on, man. That's great. That's great.
The Oval Office vigil continues. Carter breaks to dress for the inauguration. There is still no inkling of the irony that lies ahead. For Jimmy Carter, who had himself become a captive of the hostage crisis, there is still hope that the hostages will be freed while he is still in office. 11 a.m. The president and the president-elect leave the White House together en route to the inauguration ceremony. Carter is receiving updates by telephone in the presidential limousine, and still no hostage release. The incredible manipulation of this day in history is becoming clearer. Shortly after 11 a.m., Peter Jennings reports from Frankfurt.
Now an official of PARS, the official Iranian news agency, has just said that the departure of the hostages is imminent.
11:30. Reports of the hostage release are flying fast and furiously now. With Ronald Reagan's oath of office now only 30 minutes away, Jimmy Carter, on his way to the inaugural podium, is questioned by Sam Donaldson.
Mr. President, are the hostages out? Can't say yet.
Not yet.
Sam.
Not yet. Is that what he said, Frank? I
He
couldn't
said
hear it.
not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. They've cheated him. They've cheated him right down to the end.
But at 11:38, some 20 minutes before the oath of office, teletype alarm bells sound all over the world.
What's happening, and this will mean a lot more, I suppose, to journalists out there, UPI has just gone with a flash, which is, in effect, the highest, the most important notification of news that they can give. The last time they did it was with the Kennedy assassination. It's 2 words. It says, hostages freed.
In fact, it is premature. The hostages have not yet boarded their plane.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for